Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Introduce my name is Nisrina Aufa Diwakutanisa from Accounting Study Program at STIE I will review a book entitled Overthinking by Trenton. And then next. This book is about the different ways of combating anxiety that leads to overthinking. The author tells us the importance of reducing overthinking, how it's related to anxiety, and different techniques to stop thinking so much. There are three lessons we can learn from this book. Uh, Lesson 1. Avoid stress by managing your time to deal with stress, we have to become good at time management. You can do this by identifying your priorities and use them your good for your goals. Try Olen's input processing technique, which says that a plan helps you avoid wasting precious time. Also, you can try Eisenhower's method of time management. It holds that to utilize your time, you need to deal with what matters and let the rest be. Also, set SMART goals is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Next, Lesson 2. Rewire your thought pattern. The mind, body, and emotion are connected, but in an action situation, the mind takes the upper hand. Its actions influence the other two. However, with cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT, you can get rid of distorted thoughts. If you don't, when these thoughts become a pattern, it becomes difficult to break them, and your mindset could affect your situation. To work on your thought pattern, consider the following generalization. Watch what you internalize and avoid external factors from affecting your mindset. And avoid covering negative stuff over the positive ones. Do not reason with your emotion, with your logic. Next, lesson 3. To avoid anxiety, reduce your stress level by doing some physical relaxation exercises. Ways to do so include autogenic training. It helps you gain control over your thoughts and emotion through different levels of exercise, guided imagery, and progressive muscle relaxation. It helps your body relax by relaxing every tense and stress muscle within you. You can also reduce stress by focusing on what you can control. Most times we feel powerless toward situations that are not within our control. We stress ourselves by thinking of the possible way to handle the situation, which leads us to lose control of our thoughts. To avoid this situation, channel your focus on what you can control, what you have, what you can. It will help you avoid overthinking. Another summary of this book is Chapter 1 begins by telling us that overthinking is not all about overthinking. It explains that overthinking is when our thought process is out of control, putting our cognitive instinct in overdrive. That is overthinking. Chapter 2 begins by explaining how to combat overthinking caused by stress. The first is by using the 4A's stress management. They include avoid what you cannot control, alter the stress source, accept it, and adapt to cope with stressors. Another method is by keeping a stress diary of journal. Breathing or tough enables us to analyze them and notice some patterns which, when worked on, can help us reduce stress. The last technique is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique used to deal with panic attacks, but can also avoid the spiraling of anxiety. When you feel panic creeping into you, look around your environment and focus on 5 things you can see. After that, focus on 4 things you can touch. Next, look out for 3 things you can smell. Also, focus on 2 things you can hear, and finally 1 thing you can taste. Take another deep belly breath to end and follow the 5-5-5 rule. Breathe in for 5 seconds, hold it for next 5 seconds, and finally breathe out for 5 seconds. This technique helps to distract your brain from overthinking. Chapter 3 begins by explaining how we can manage our time and input. It points out that one of the major causes of anxiety is poor management of time. This is because we give priorities to things that don't matter and things that make us miserable, that prevents us from relaxing when there is a need for it. After that, we make plans and priorities the most important over the less important. Another technique is by setting SMART goals. SMART here stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Chapter 4 begins with explaining how to find instant Zen. Zen here refers to calmness. Anxiety can become unbearable and threaten to go out of control. The best way to deal with it is usually through reducing your stress level following some well-known techniques. The second technique is referred to as guided imagery. Here you are required to find a comfortable position. Think of a place that engages your 5 senses in a pleasant and stimulating way. The final technique is the progressive master. This technique is built on the tenets that physical relaxation can bring about mental relaxation. Next, chapter 5 begins with the need to revert our thought pattern. Being stuck in negative thought patterns because a lot of loss of anxiety, but with use of cognitive behavioral therapy, we can identify these thought patterns and replace them with positive thought patterns. Doing this will not only change your way of thinking, but it will also improve your mental health. And Chapter 6 begins with looking at newfound attitude and emotional regulation. This chapter discusses how we can use some techniques to keep on good habits. Some of those techniques in life focus on what you can control, what you can do, and what you have. Also, this chapter encourages us to live in the present and not in the future. This is a good way of saying plan for the future, but enjoy the present while you work toward the future. The last, uh, main description of this book is seemed to speak to me, who always felt like I was thinking too much. And from this book, I know techniques for letting go of excessive doubts in my life. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.